How's it going, guys? It's me, the Double Taku, here today to talk about the next episode of Haifuri, because I finally caught up and other stuff with the other series and whatnot. So, time to talk about I was about to say Contact Collection, Concole, but this is High School Fleet, Haifuri. So anyways, Haifuri episode 6. Now, after episode 4 and 5, I sort of got the premise that where the show is going with, and it's sort of proceedingly going there, but you know, at a interesting pace. Now, I mean, what I mean by that is the whole antagonist slash plot of this series, and what the heck is just going on with the whole thing. I get that, you know, there is like a whole bigger plot going on in the background, and that this thing leads to this thing and whatnot and whatnots, and it's fine, you know, eventually it'll get there, but you know, it's just itching me so much. It's like, okay, can we get to the this and whatnot, but you know, I'm impatient. So this episode, what happened last episode? Last episode was the attack on Musashi. Yes, so Captain Akemi, I keep forgetting her name, and that's her name. But the captain went trying to go to the Musashi to save her friend. She got hit by some rubble, and she had to go back because the Musashi sailed away. So she couldn't save her friend, and now the ship is like lost to wherever the heck it wants to be and whatnot. So now, it's interesting, like, cause you know, like in the beginning of the episode, there's like everyone's just freaking worried and panicking. It's like, oh no, students are still shooting at each other. Musashi's like attacking these ships and these ships. Like, is this really a mutiny? And it's like, no, it's not, because apparently in this episode they featured another infected viral rat, and they finally know that's a freaking rat's fault. Them damn rats. And you know, the first time that happened, you had that one rat that made that one girl go really angry and just like start shooting at people. That's most likely what's causing people to shoot the hell out of each other. And then now you have one other rat that apparently can disable like communications and like electronics and whatnot. I'm just like, what? Like, I know, like, sure, it's there, but like, what? A rat? Like, come on. And then like you have this whole scene where the doc is trying to dissect the rat and see what's inside, and of course the doc is the one that discovers this so-called infection, and these are not rats, these are like genetically mutated something with this virus that do these things, and that's the cause of everything. So, you know, they finally realize what the freaking problem is. It's just that who did these such things, and these rats cannot be like freaking animals. It's either one, is someone designed these mutated animals to do what they wanted to do and cause some kind of disruption, or two, it's some kind of experiment thing gone wrong. And I'm pretty sure it's the first one, because you have rats that make people angry and shoot each other, attack each other. You have ones that destroy communications and equipment and whatnot. So it's designed. It has to be designed. So now the doc is here trying to do something, and in the meantime, like, girls are trying to freaking disarm mines and shit and like sweep them away from the ship, because for some reason there's a whole bunch of mines now in the ocean. I'm just like, damn, that sucks so bad, because they had to get repair the ships. They got fired on by a giant ass ship, and now they gotta deal with mines, and mines are annoying ass pieces of things for ships and whatnot. And you know, there was this one incident where, like, actually, you know, that's interesting, I'll talk about that afterwards, but basically towards the end of the episode, if you say after the credits, is it after? Yeah, I think after the credits or before the credits happens, the doc supposedly comes up with some kind of vaccine or thing to fight the virus, and she injects herself with it. And because, like, you know, if we want to get somewhere, you have to take action, and she freaking injects herself. It's like, if anything happens, yeah, stop me. So it's interesting, like, how the frick do you come up with a virus for this hamster rat thing, which I have no clue how that's gonna work. Because, like, what does one do? It makes you angry, so I'm sure that you can cure that. The other one destroys equipment. Like, do you need a cure for that, or like, I don't know. So now the thing I want to talk about. So in this anime specifically, there's a lot of characters in this show, and I know in Mayoiga I say the same thing, but in Mayoiga we have a specific amount that I know of. There's 30 people and these people die, and I know how much there is. In this series, there's a whole crew member on this ship, and I don't know exactly every single person. And the reason why I'm bringing this up is because in this episode, there's like these girls who are trying to sweep out the mines with like the jet skis, but they get caught in an explosion. And you know, I don't really know who these people are, but you know, it's all cool and all. And then when they come back to the ship, I see someone had replaced the driver, Hanayo. I'm just like, who's this girl? I'm just like, this. And then like in here, the doctor, there's like these other two girls who's trying to like see the experiments. Like, who are these people? So one of the things that not concern me in this anime is that, yes, like number of characters. Like in the beginning, you know, we do see them all get recruited to the Harukaze ship, and we see that Captain Akemi does know every single person's names, and that's her job. But I personally do not know most of the characters in this ship, because you only see characters like the doc, or the girls on the bridge, or the girl who is on the top and like looking out for enemies, or the girls in the kitchen, or the girls in like the engine room. Like, we only see so many people, like you can't keep track of them. And it brings me up to the main characters of this anime, supposedly, because I think that there's not, like, even though every single girl on the crew or the ship is an important vital character and probably like a main character-ish, the most main focused characters are the girls on the bridge, like the captain and I forget her name, the German girl, and the pilot and whatnot, because they seem to have the most screen time, and we always see it from their perspective. And then, you know, when the captain goes out to save the girls that got hit by the mine explosion, it's like, oh, who's gonna save me? Like, I need help, right? I know the captain comes, and she's like, oh, take my hand and whatnot. Like, they seem to be the main focused characters, and it's okay, because, you know, even though like I really don't know the names of the people from like the engine room or the other people on the ship, it's like, you know, they're sort of like important as in like a family sort of thing, and that's why Captain Akemi keeps talking about how everyone at sea is that family. So I was like, you know what, I don't really care about their names. Like, you know, oh, someone of the crew got injured, and like, oh, go save them and whatnot, right? That's why in this episode the mind sweeping thing happened, and like some girls got caught in explosions. Like, oh shit, like I don't know who you are, but we gotta go check on them. Like, you know, it's all good and whatnot. So that's sort of how I think about it. I mean, even as much as I say that we don't know much of the characters' names on the other parts of the ship, you stay to the ending. Who's in the ending? It's mostly the girls in the bridge and everything. That's basically it, right? Don't tell me I'm wrong. So anyways, you know, with episode 8 coming out, or episode 8 and whatever happens after this stuff, is this cure thing going on. So, you know, one, they had to find out the cause of this infection thing, find all the missing students that are killing each other from this. And how does the new red, the EMP one, get on the ship in the first place? Like, it's so many unanswered questions. So anyways, guys, I think I'm gonna leave it there, because I have no answers for these questions, and the only way to find these out is to stick out for next week's episode. So till then, guys, so like the video if you enjoyed, like the video if you like this crazy ass doctor who is pretty funny. Like, you know, she looks scary, but the doc is really cool. She's pretty lax. And subscribe, because next week I'll be covering the next episode 7? 8? No, 7, because ReZero's at 7. So episode 7 of Haifuri. And if you have any questions, comments, what do you guys think about this nonsense infection rat thing? Like, what are your theories and whatnot? Leave it in the comment section below, or tell me at my Twitter at the Domotaku. Somewhere on this screen is that Domotaku. So anyways, guys, I'll see you guys on the next video on the Domotaku anime channel. So take care, guys. Matane, and I'll set sail and see you guys next time.